Okay, continue with this exposition. I'm going to explain the question type number 4, 5, and 6. And the question type number 4 is the detailed question. This question is similar to a legal word question, as you mentioned before. A legal word question is a word phrase that leads you to the right answer. However, the detailed question is actually a little easy. Why? Because tell us exactly where to look. And look at the example of detailed questions. The example says, according to paragraph 2 of the passage, an arthropod shell is similar to human hair and fingernail in that. According to this example, the information that we need to read is in the paragraph number 2. You don't have to read before and after, just in paragraph number 2. For detailed questions, we are going to use some strategies. We are going to use POD strategies. And one of them is that we are going to eliminate the information that is not mentioned in the paragraph number 2. And also, for example, if we had an option that contain information that is in the paragraph but is beyond to the paragraph number 2, we are going to eliminate. And now we are going to read the paragraph number 2 in order to try to find the right answer for this example. And you are going to read the example. So,
okay, it says, though the shell itself is made of dead tissue like that of human hair and fingernails, it is dotted with sensory cells. These give the arthropod information about its surrounding, much as the nerve endings in human skin do. Also, like human skin, the shell protects fragile internal organs from potentially hazardous contact with the environment. It seals in precious moisture that would otherwise evaporate but permits the exchange of gases.
Okay, thank you. If you pay attention to the readings, now we are going to try to find the right answer, and we are going to begin with the letter E. That is, according to paragraph 2 of the passage, an arthropod shell is similar to human hair and fingernail in that it contains few sensory cells. If you pay attention to the reading, this option is a trap. Why? Because the passage doesn't say that human hair and fingernail contain few sensory cells. Thus, shell contains sensory cells. So we are going to eliminate these options. And the letter C, it has several different layers. This information is not mentioned in the paragraph, so we are going to eliminate. And the letter C is made of this tissue. You pay attention to the paragraph number 2. This information is mentioned in the paragraph. So this is a possible options. And the letter D, it is mostly made of cellulose. This information is not mentioned at all in the paragraph number 2. So the right answer is letter C. Let's move to the paraphrase question. Paraphrase questions, it is used to find essential information in a reading section. This type of question will provide you with a highlight passage in the text. As you can see in the text, we had a highlight passage that is this, and we are going to work with this in order to find the right answer to the paraphrase question example. The example for this type of question is this. But also for this type of questions, we are going to use some strategies. We are going to use POD strategy. And the first one is that we are going to eliminate the information that is not mentioned in the highlight passage. And also, it is important that in this passage, we try to identify the subject of the passage, because this is another strategy that we can use. So the question says, which of the following choices best express the essential meaning of the highlight sentences in paragraph 7? This is the highlighted paragraph that we are going to read in order to try to find the right answer. And the paragraph says, but until it is hardened, the new cup is tender and easily penetrated. Accordingly, the arthropod must remain in hiding. Otherwise, it risks being sniped by a predator clever enough to take an advantage of its lowered defense. And you don't have to work in another paragraph, just in the highlight paragraph. We are going to try to get the right answer for this example, and we are going to begin with the letter E. Arthropods are only vulnerable to predators during the periods in which their shell is tender and easily penetrated. If you pay attention, the highlight passage doesn't mention this information, so we are going to eliminate these options. And the letter B, this answer is problematic. Why? Because, as I mentioned in the strategy, that we are going to try to identify the subject of the highlight passage. And in the highlight passage, the subject is arthropods, not predator. So we are going to eliminate these options. And the letter C, this option is close to the right answer, so this can be an option. And the letter C, when the arthropod defense are lower, it will use many different strategies to avoid predator. So these options in this option mentions that arthropods have many different strategies to avoid predator. But in the highlight passage mentioned that arthropods have just one strategies to avoid predator. So we are going to eliminate this option. And the right answer is letter C. Let's move to the next. That is the next title question. That is definition question. This title question is kind of easily because we have to look for a sentences that clarify the meaning or a word or a phrase. For this title question, we are going to use some strategies, and one of them is that definitions frequently introduced with words such as which, that, or means. Also, we are going to trim away prepositional phrase. Why? Because there are prepositional phrases beginning with this word, such on, of, and in. And a definition will not be a prepositional phrase. So we have to keep in mind the two strategies. And if you can see in this example, the options that provide a definition is the number 2. The option says it is primarily component in chitin, a natural polymer that contains calcium, and it is very similar in structure to the cellulose involved. So the other options they don't provide a definition. So the right answer is the number 2.